I mean, I got a master's degree in business, and there I was, his secretary, his office manager.
What happens when you pour your heart, time, and energy into building with a man, only to watch that same man turn around and disrespect you? It's a harsh reality and an even harsher lesson that many women have had to come to terms with. And we're going to break it down today, so grab a seat and let's get real. Welcome to the Rich Woman Society. Have you ever found yourself giving everything to a man in the name of love? Supporting him, building with him, sacrificing your dreams along the way, only for him to switch up on you once he's made it? It's such a common story for so many women. You're there during his struggle, holding him down. Maybe you're helping him pay for school, paying all the bills while he's chasing his dreams. But once he gets there, he starts seeing success and he's making more money. He then starts to treat you like you're a piece of disposable furniture on move-out day that he's just gonna place right beside a dumpster on his way out. It's as if your role in his life doesn't matter anymore. Think of it like planting a tree together. You water it, you nurture it, and you make sure this tree grows tall and strong. But once that tree bears fruit, he decides to share it with everybody else except you, the one who helped him grow it. Now let's get into some real life examples. History and pop culture are full of stories where women sacrifice themselves to help their romantic partner succeed, only to be let down in the end. Take the late Tina Turner, for example. She stood by Ike Turner, supported his career, and helped build that man. But what did she get in return? Jealousy, betrayal, constant disrespect, and she was almost unalive. It took her years to break free, and when she did, she had to start over from scratch, rebuilding her own career this time, and with the after effects of the tremendous abuse that she endured in that marriage. Let's talk about Ann Serrano, the ex-wife of comedian George Lopez. In 2005, Ann made a life-saving sacrifice by donating one of her healthy kidneys to her then-husband George after he was faced with a serious health condition. Despite this selfless act, their marriage ended in 2010 when George filed for divorce, leaving many shocked after all that Anna had done for him. He had allegedly been cheating on Anna with multiple women as her perfectly healthy kidney was jiggling inside him. This man literally and shamelessly went public to brag about all the different tactics that he'd used to cheat on his wife. And this is even after the fact that she had donated her healthy kidney. Can't make this up.
So you had a routine, like if your wife was coming to you have red dots, so
yeah,
that would let you know that.
And she go, what are all these red dots for? All the Chinese acrobats were here last night.
Tracy Morgan's ex-girlfriend also donated her kidney to him. He turned around and married somebody else. Another girl on TikTok donated a kidney to her then boyfriend, only to get cheated on. Do you see the pattern here? Keep your internal organs to yourself. At this point, no man is worth donating your body parts to, not even your husband's. The late Jackie Kennedy was the typical 1950s housewife that so many men of today crave and are really hoping and praying on their dusty little knees that this 1950s housewife makes a comeback. Don't hold your breath, boys. She stood by her husband, the late former president John F. Kennedy, throughout so many challenges, including political issues and personal heartbreaks. But despite her being so dedicated and loyal to this man, he publicly disrespected her with his multiple, and I mean multiple, affairs throughout their marriage. He's even known to have infected her with many sexually transmitted infections. Have you ever been in a relationship where you sacrifice for your romantic partner only to end up unappreciated or disrespected later on? Give your younger self one piece of advice, share it in the comments section below to help others. Now, why does this happen? Why do men sometimes disrespect the very woman who stood by them when they had nothing? One reason is that when you sacrifice too much of yourself for someone else's success, you can lose sight of your own value. You become so focused on building him up that you forget to build yourself up too. And sadly, some men will take advantage of that. It's like you're pouring all your energy into filling up his cup, but no one's pouring back into yours. Think of yourself as a house under construction. If you're always working on his house, yours will stay unfinished. A man who really respects you will not leave you standing in the ruins of your own unfulfilled potential. Then there's Frida Kahlo, the famous Mexican artist. She deeply loved Diego Rivera, who was also an artist. She supported him and sacrificed so much for their relationship. Despite this, he was constantly unfaithful. Frida was an extraordinary woman, but she endured so much heartbreak because she gave everything to a man who didn't treat her with the same respect. Think of Coretta Scott King, the wife of the late Martin Luther King Jr. She stood by him throughout the civil rights movement, sacrificed her personal life, and even continued his work after his unaliving. But during their marriage, it's said that she faced infidelity as well. Even in situations where the man achieves great things, the woman who helps him get there is often left carrying burdens of disrespect and emotional neglect. The smart women of today are starting to realize that it's okay to support a partner, but not at the cost of our own happiness or self-worth, or neglect our dreams in the process. You could be someone's biggest cheerleader, but if they start to take advantage of that, it's time to seriously reconsider. There's a difference between building together and you're doing all the building for him, like Barbara the Builder. If he disrespects you after everything you've done for him, then he's showing you that he never truly valued you in the first place. Tough love moment. You deserve better than somebody who only appreciates you when it's convenient for him. Think of a business partner. If you were investing all the time and money into a project and your partner kept taking credit and treating you like you're replaceable, you wouldn't stick around. You'd walk away and find a partnership where you're valued. The same principle applies in relationships. So what do you do if you find yourself in this situation? The first thing is to recognize your worth. If a man disrespects you after all the sacrifices you've made, it's not because you aren't enough. It's because he doesn't see your value. If somebody doesn't value designer handbags, for example, and you gift them a very pricey Hermes Birkin bag that's worth thousands of dollars, basically the price of a brand new car, they're gonna do things like place the Birkin on the floor, in public places, maybe even on dirty counters at the mall, etc. Why? Because they don't value designer handbags. To them, a Birkin is just any other bag. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to invest in your own dreams, your own success, and your own happiness. Men do not respond to words, they respond to actions. Choose yourself. You are the main character in your story, and anyone who cannot respect that does not deserve a leading role in your life. Remember this. You are not just a stepping stone for someone else's success. You are capable of building your own empire with or without a man. To all the women out there who are giving their all to build a man, remember your worth doesn't depend on his success or his respect. You deserve to be valued and loved for who you are, not just your labor physically or emotionally. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on what's coming next. And let's chat in the comments.